Hey all. I hope that you're all making the most of the Day of the Dead. This is our lunar pool for November 2nd. So our daily reading for the collective, for any and all signs, on another day when the moon is in Capricorn. So the messages will be for the time surrounding and following the 2nd, surrounding and following the moon in Capricorn. The World card wants to show. Page of Water and the Seven of Water. I was going to say that I do sense things shifting in a major way, something central to our lives shifting, central in our lives shifting in a major way today. And it looks like what it is a major completion, the end of one life cycle, life phase, the beginning of a next. There's definitely some confusion, some fantasy and dreams that come in with this completion. Some illusion and confusion, though, as well, definitely. The first card out in the reading, though, we'll see if any of those resurface, but this Justice card is the first card out in the reading. So a Libra energy here, front and center. We'll see what else comes through for us. The Judgment card, another major arcana card. Aquarian energy. So a lot of air energy here. While the moon, again, is in Capricorn, and we are in, of course, Scorpio season. So I do hope that everyone's making the most of Scorpio season in general. Justice and Judgment at the center of the reading. Very interesting. So it does look like legal contracts. Maybe we're talking about divine law, karmic contracts, rather than, you know, the legal system are a major focus here. Law, contracts, karmic contracts. And a sense of absolution coming in with that completion. Perhaps something being resurrected for some. Certainly a sense of the precise and impartial truth cutting away the untrue is mainly what we're talking about. And that could be you know, negative for some and positive for others, of course, when you see the Judgment card. In the recent past, we see the Ten of Fire, Ten of Wands. Something has been a heavy burden for quite some time, and we will see where that is, what that is headed toward. Good fortune, good luck, fortunate opportunities, perhaps, with the Wheel of Fortune here. That's in the near future. Let's also get an advice card for this reading, and then a more distant future. We are using the Deviant Moon Tarot. If you're interested in these images, this deck, just scroll down to the description box down below, where you can check out more information on this deck and all of the decks that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings. The Ten of Chalices, Ten of Water, is the advice card to focus on shared emotional fulfillment. What brings this in your life, what maintains this in your life, what invites this in. who grants you this presently, who already affords you this, gives you this sense of shared emotional fulfillment, or what actions can you take to be building toward it. Don't ignore that it's something that you want to maintain. So, and in that, the precise and impartial truth will cut away the untrue. So for some of you, you're with someone who doesn't afford you this shared emotional fulfillment, right? And so the precise and impartial truth is that you would have to move away from whom you're with in order to find this. But conversely, others are with someone who, you know, they have this sense of shared emotional fulfillment with them, and they do need to work to maintain that, right? And the precise and impartial truth is that they have that already, and their work is required to maintain it. And it's not necessarily just in a romantic relationship. Those are really just examples. You know, this could be talking about your actual, your entire family, whom you live with, a group of friends, co-workers, having shared emotional fulfillment in the work that you do for some of you. 2 10s on the table, though. So 10-10 may hold an additional message for you, may just be particularly significant for you around this time, worth looking into if the message resonates or any part of it resonates. And really, it feels like 3 10s, actually. So 10, 10, 10 may be significant or hold an additional message, because the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. I'm not sure if you can see that, is a 10 as well. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar already. The bottom of the deck has that 7 of Chalices, that 7 of Cups resurfacing, that same sense of illusion and confusion, fantasy that we saw at the beginning of the reading. And the more distant future, I'm not sure if I showed you, is the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, determined energy, dedicated energy, slow, steady movement and progress that actually pays attention to detail, takes great pains to pay attention to all of the details. So if there is some sort of legal situation happening, a legal matter in work or just in your life, a legal contract that's the central focus for you around this day, it looks like you're headed toward a needing to pay attention to a lot of the details with that, right? This isn't your advice card, but this is the more distant future card. So it looks like this is going to be a slow process, a slow legal process, and there will be a lot of details to pay attention to in that. But whether we're talking about actual legal contracts coming to an end, or legal contracts as far as divine law, karmic contracts coming to an end, here in the near future, this fated opportunity is fortunate. It is good luck. And that's what I see. Karmic contracts ending, and for a lot of you, it's karmic. Absolution in this, yes, but for some this will mean leaving a certain group of people or a certain person, leaving something behind. We are in Scorpio season. There's a lot of that going around still, right? And we do see the heartbreak at the top of the wheel in this particular depiction. So it's not always what comes to mind, but the wheel always keeps turning. And sometimes what seems like a heartbreak or a misfortune on the surface is actually good luck. Is actually good fortune, is actually, like we were saying, a karmic contract coming to an end that is meant to. So for some, this Justice card is representing ties being cut. It's certainly, as we said already, the precise and impartial truth cutting away the untrue. So for a lot, that will mean someone or someone's, maybe multiple people for a lot of you, that a karmic contract needs to end with. But there is this beautiful sense of absolution and this determination to head steadily toward, as we see you doing, right? This picture of shared emotional fulfillment with a group, a family, a partner, etc., that really offers you that. Or it could be for some, as I said, maybe you're already with that partner. It can be that you've just been held back from that for some reason, held back from focusing on that. You have been burdened with quite a lot. This can be talking about you needing a break from everything that's on your plate, in the recent past here. So perhaps karmic contracts are ending in other areas of your life that are going to allow you then now to focus more on the shared emotional fulfillment that you're advised to see and to notice here. Now, when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, I almost always say this, but it is true that this is often an opportunity. The good fortune, the fated good luck that comes your way is in the form of an opportunity that you need to spot and take advantage of in a timely fashion. It's not up to us when this opportunity presents itself or how this opportunity presents itself, but it is up to us to take advantage of it when it does, right? So that's often something that needs to be noted, and it's our third 10, our third 10, our third major arcana card, and our only major arcana 10. So I want you to take note of that as well. If it's an opportunity to create this shared emotional fulfillment with someone, or escape a picture where it's not real, it's not true, so that you can find this, there's a feeling coming through here that the time may be limited, and that's why that message is coming through, to take advantage of it when it presents itself, to create that shared emotional fulfillment, to get out of a situation that you know doesn't offer it to you. For some, right, it'll go both ways. It'll be different for each individual. So in either case, though, we're headed toward this Knight of Pentacles energy. So if it is about creating and building that shared emotional fulfillment, then it's going to be this slow build that we see here, really. Ads. Slow and steady wins the race. It comes through with this card often, but also, like we said, paying attention to the details. So it may be the small things, paying attention, listening to someone, paying attention to what someone likes, needs, etc. Maybe the small things that this shared emotional fulfillment is really built on. And it may be the small things that truly help to maintain this shared emotional fulfillment. So whether you're trying to create it anew or maintain it, that may be the type of opportunity that you're looking at as well, to take advantage of those small opportunities, or the opportunity to show you care to someone in this, that you have this shared emotional fulfillment with, right? Even if it seems like a small thing, take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, because it is slowly compiling those moments of understanding and consideration over time, truly excuse me, builds this shared emotional fulfillment. I'm not actually getting choked up about that, but I think it's interesting that the way my voice caught it, it sounded like I was, and I think that that's the feeling for a lot of you. It is heavy. It is weighty. The other side of love is fear, right? It is heavy and it is weighty, but just the knowledge and the feeling of sharing and having and enjoying that kind of, and that level of love is, right? But that's what we see coming through is this reminder that shared emotional fulfillment is built over a long time, and the repetition of two or more people showing each other in, yes, small ways, by paying attention to the details of the other person in their life, the other people in their lives. And again, that may be the opportunity that's presented, is an opportunity to show that, an opportunity to take advantage of that, or it's different. For others, it's escaping a situation that doesn't offer you this, ending that cycle, cutting that tie, ending that karmic contract, and being able to truly seek a picture, a family, a connection that does offer you shared emotional fulfillment. So we could just keep digging down in. I kind of want to, but we're already about 15 minutes in, so I think I will leave this lunar pool for November 2nd for the Day of the Dead. At that, when I say that, I have to note that the Judgment card does show the dead rising, right? Interesting that it is the day of the dead today, and we see resurrection in some sense, which is a big part of what made me say, for some of you, you're cutting ties. That is your precise and impartial truth. But for others, you may be resurrecting something that just deserves more maintenance, more attention to detail. But if you would like to expand, get into more detail, or have a personal reading, if you'd like to order a personal reading from me, we can certainly get into more of your specific details. My name is Aze, and the email address is lunartickstarot@gmail.com. Now, all of the information that you would need to go ahead and order is down below. There are links provided as well, so you could absolutely go ahead and order that way, or you can email me first and we can discuss details, etc., your astrological information, or anything else you'd like to talk about first. Thank you so much to those of you who support Lunartics Tarot in all of the ways that you do, by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, messaging me, and of course by donating. The link to donate can be found down below in the description box as well. Yeah, continue to make the most of the moon in Capricorn, the Day of the Dead, and I will have November readings up for us just as soon as I can.